Hello, everyone. How are you today? Excellent. I'm glad for you. For today, we're going to have the class from the module number 1 about the unit number 10. And what's the name for this unit? It's about around town. What does it mean around town? If, for example, when we are talking about the town of Azacualpa, and what can you find in Azacualpa? You can find gas station, you can find supermarkets. That is a town. Repeat, a town, around town. What can you see at the picture? We can see two people. What is she doing? She's giving directions. What is he doing? He's paying attention. So we have the unit goals. Give locations of places in the community. Talk about forms of transportation. Read traffic signs. Read bus signs and schedules. Ask about bus routes and codes. Write directions to your home. Ask about places in the community. Talk about future plans. They are the different goals. So, vocabulary number 1 from the unit number 10. This is lesson 1. What do you know? Let's look at the pictures. For example, a fire station. A fire station. What's the number 2? The number 2 is a police office. Let's look at those 15 pictures and recognize one by one. Practically, according to the pictures, we are talking about the places in the community. Repeat it. Places in the community. Places in Azacualpa. Places in Macuelizo. Places in Timistán. Let's listen to the audio number 2, and you're going to identify one by one of the places.
Unit 10, Around Town, page 186. What do you know? Exercise B. Listen. 1,
A fire station.
2,
A police station.
3,
A post office.
4,
A bus stop.
5,
A park.
6,
A drugstore.
7,
A gas station.
8,
A supermarket.
9,
A bank.
10,
An ATM.
11,
A laundromat.
12,
A parking lot.
13,
A department store.
14,
A coffee shop.
15.
A hair salon.
So, according to them, guys, we have the different places in the community. For example, what do you do in an ATM? You go there to get money. An ATM is located, for example, in Bank Atlántida. It's located in Bank Banpaís, an ATM. And you're going to use your credit or debit cards. Yeah? So, first, look at the pictures. Student A, choose a place. Say something you do there. Student B, name the place. Student A, I buy stamps there. The post office. Right? In this case, we're going to say the post office. Right? I buy stamps there. The post office. Right? The another student answers. So, what's the function for the number 11? What do you do there? ¿Qué es lo que haces ahí? I wash my clothes or I wash my shirt. I wash my pants. I wash my what? My scarf, my jeans, etc. For the reason you're doing the laundry, do the laundry. I do the laundry in this place. What's the function for the pharmacy, the number 6? Pharmacy in Honduras or in Azacualpa, Macolizo, for example, Siman, Pharmacy El Ahorro in other cities, Pharmacy, etc. We have different pharmacies, right? The next one is the park, or in this case, we're gonna talk about the park that is located downtown, next to the city hall, next to or in front of the supermarket or in front of the church, etc. That is the park. The number 3, here we have a post office. A post office, number 3. And you're gonna go repeating and listening to this audio. Yeah, remember to repeat 5 times this vocabulary in your notebook. Look at the list of places on page 187. Which places have the word station? Which places have the word store? Which place has the workshop? Make 3 lists. For example, words with station, fire station, police station, gas station. Words with a store. For example, we have over here a department store, the number 13. What else? A drugstore. Listen to me. A drugstore, etc. Words with shop. With shop, for this case, you're gonna use the what? The coffee shop. A bus stop is impossible, right? What else? A coffee shop. A coffee shop. And you're gonna use other shops that you can buy different things or complete it. Do you know other words with a station, store, or shop? Write the words that you know. What is another place with a station? You're gonna investigate them and you're gonna write this over here. Related with shop, store, and station. And station. So let's go to the lesson number 2. And what do we have there? Give locations of places in the community. Look at the flyer, read the information. FoodSmart, a new supermarket, is opening on Saturday, October 8th. The supermarket is near the library. It's around the corner from the bank. It's down the block from the post office. You're gonna look at this, the supermarket. Repeating, the supermarket is located over here. Grand opening, FoodSmart. The supermarket is near the library. It's near the library. Near the library. It's around the corner from the bank. It's around the corner from the bank. Es al otro lado de la esquina, ¿verdad? El banco. It's around the corner from the bank. It's down the block from the post office. It's down the block from the post office. Yeah, what does it mean this? Estamos hablando que está una cuadra o un bloque abajo de la oficina postal, ¿verdad? Of the post office. Post office. Miren, aquí está el bloque. So, what's near your school? What is around the corner from your school? What is down the block from your school? For example, what is near your school? Near Carlos Villalbir Castro in Azacualpa, Santa Bárbara is Car Wash Miguelito. etc. What is around the corner from your school? We can mention other places that is on the corner or around the corner from the school. What is down the block from your school? We can say that is located, for example, what is one block? We can say one store located there, the car wash Mateo, that is one block from the school, or it could stay more than one block, yeah? Listen, look at the picture. Berta is asking a male carrier for directions. Where does she want to go? Listen to the conversation. Was your answer in exercise A correct? Listen again. Where is the new supermarket? We're gonna look at the direction. A, B, or C. You're gonna circle one of the three. Only one. Okay, let's listen to the audio number 4 related, 3 and 4 related with them. Number 3 right now. Pay attention.
Page 188. Listen. Exercise B.
Excuse me. Can you help me? I'm looking for Food Smart.
Sure. It's on 7th between Hill and Oak.
Sorry?
It's on 7th Avenue between Hill Street and Oak Street.
Thanks.
It's located in 7th Avenue between Hill Street and Oak Street. So, what do we have over there? What's the correct answer? Who's gonna tell me what is the correct answer? A, B, or C? This is the letter B, right? Because it's located, in which place? On 7th Avenue between Hill Street and Oak Street. 7th Avenue. Let's listen to the audio number 4. What do you need to do? Listen to the whole conversation, answer the questions. Are there many people at the supermarket? No or yes? When is the grand opening? Today or tomorrow? Let's check this.
Page 188. Listen. Exercise C.
Excuse me. Can you help me? I'm looking for Food Smart.
Sure. It's on 7th between Hill and Oak.
Sorry?
It's on 7th Avenue between Hill Street and Oak Street.
Thanks. Is that near here?
Yes, it's just around the corner.
They're having a grand opening. I guess there are a lot of people there.
No, not really. Only 1 or 2 workers.
Really? I don't understand.
Today is October 7th. The grand opening is tomorrow, October 8th.
So what do we have there? What are the different answers? We can say that they are no, because the grand opening is until tomorrow and no today. For that reason, we don't have a lot of people located there. Let's advance with the next page, conversation. And we have the pronunciation watch. Listen, then listen and repeat.
Page 189. Conversation. Exercise A. Listen.
Around.
Open.
Today.
Police.
Station.
Listen and repeat.
Around.
Open.
Today.
Police.
Station.
Okay, what do we have over there in the bold letters? According to them, they are stress syllables. What are the stress syllables? The syllables that sounds stronger or louder. Es lo que nosotros le llamamos sílaba tónica en español, que suena más fuerte. Around, open, today, police, station. Hagamos esta dinámica. Cuando sea stress o que suene más fuerte, lo vamos a hacer arriba. Cuando sea que suene más suave, lo vamos a hacer abajo. Around, open, today, police, station. So, according to them, the other syllable is on stress. The vowel in the stress syllable often has a very short or quiet sound. Listen to the audio number 6. Listen and read the conversation, then listen and repeat. Berta. Excuse me. Can you help me? I'm looking for a Food Smart. Sure. It's on 7th between Hill and Oak. Sorry? It's on 7th, in 7th what? 7th Avenue between Hill Streets and Oak Streets. Thanks. So, we have this activity, practice the conversation, then make new conversations, use the pictures on the map. For those cases, we have the DMV. Excuse me, can you help me? Where are you? I'm looking for what? For the DMV. Vamos a suponer que están buscando el DMV. Sure, it's on. ¿En qué avenida está? It's on 6th Avenue between, ¿en medio de qué? ELM Streets and the next one, ¿ya? Between those streets. En medio de estas dos calles, las van a escribir aquí. You're gonna write them over here. And you're gonna describe the number for the avenue. It's on. You're gonna say it's on, and you're gonna repeat the same information you have located over here. For example, if you say, excuse me, can you help me? I'm looking for the courthouse. Sure, it's on. ¿En qué avenida está? It's on 8th Avenue. It's on 8th Avenue between, ¿en medio de qué calles? Between Main Streets and State Streets. Sorry, it's on 8th Avenue. Between Main Streets and State Street. You're gonna complete them. Thanks. Lesson number 3. Give locations of places in the community. Grammar. Prepositions of place. Grammar watch. For more prepositions, we can see on page 274. Prepositions of place. Remember, place is the location of something. In Los Angeles, this is a city, right? On First Street, remember when we are using the ordinal number, we're gonna use on First, on Second Street, on Third Street, on Fourth Street, at 231 First Street. At, when we are including or when we are specifying the numbers and the ordinal number, and what else? The street. Down the block. Down the block. Baje, abajo del bloque, ¿verdad? Down the block. Between First and Second Streets. Between First and Second Streets. En medio de la primera y segunda calle. Y cuando estamos hablando de streets, ya saben que es plural. Across from, cuando estamos cruzando de un lugar a otro. ¿Qué es lo que está cruzando el Instituto Carlos Villalbir? Across from the bank, across from Carlos Villalbir Castro, we have Inversión Arita, we have Pinturas Americanas. Around the corner is when we're talking about the position that you cannot see very well. Next to the supermarket, and next to is when we have the size. Near the corner, cerca de la esquina, at school, at school. What's the difference? In school es cuando estamos hablando que usted está dentro de la escuela. At school is when we are talking in general, cuando estamos hablando en general. In a school, we can specify the place into the school. So, the supermarket is around the corner from the bank. The supermarket is down the block, the street, between Hill and Oak Streets. The supermarket is on the corner of 10th Street and Pine Street. The supermarket is near the library. Near, cuando estamos hablando something that is close, cerca, near. So let's go checking one by one of the prepositions. Complete the sentences about the location of some places in Riverside. Use around, alrededor, abajo, between, en medio, on, or near for one by one of the sentences. Number one, the library is on the corner of Oak and Elm Streets. There's a coffee shop on the corner of 9th and Elm Streets. On. There's a bank. What is the preposition? The corner from the police station. Around the corner from the police station. Around. There's a bank. There's a fire station. In which place? The street from the police station. What is the correct for this case? Let's go checking. So the answer is down. There's a bank down the corner from the police station. From the police station. The next one. There's a fire station, the street from the police station. The number 5, there's a post office. In which place? Guys, near the library. There's a post office near the library. Cerca de la librería. The police station is between, or which one? Can you tell me what is the correct one? The police station is between Park Streets and 9th and 10th Streets. Give locations of places in the community. Read the sentences above again. Write the names of the places on the map. Go checking one by one according to this information, yeah? Can you give locations of places in the community? Using them, you can, or you are able to use the prepositions of place to give locations. Now let's talk about the lesson number 4. Talk about transportation, life skills. Look at the kinds of transportation. Listen and point, then listen and repeat one by one of them. Kinds of transportation, for example, kinds is when we're talking about bicycles, taxis, train, buses, cars, subways. Let's go check in the audio. We say, I take the bus, subway, train. I take the train. I take the subway. I drive a car. I ride my bike. I take a taxi. I walk. So let's go check in one by one. What is I walk? Is this one. You walk, you take a taxi, you ride on the bicycle, etc. Or on a bike. The number 1 is a bus. Number 2, a subway. Number 3, a train. Number 4, a car. Number 5, a bike. And the number 6, a taxi. A taxi. Practice. Ask your classmates how they get to school. Write the names in the chart. For example, how do you get to school? ¿Cómo tú llegas al trabajo? ¿Cómo tú llegas a la escuela? How do you get to work? I take the bus. How do I get to work? I take a motor taxi. How do you get to work? You take a bus. You take a car. What else? Or I drive. Si yo digo, yo conduzco, I drive. I drive a car. I ride my bike. I take a taxi. I take the bus. For example, Susan take the bus. She takes the bus in third person. She takes the train. She walks. She drives. Others. She takes a motor taxi. How can you say this? Recuerden cuando hablamos en tercera persona, tiempo presente simple. She takes the bus. When we are creating sentences, cuando creamos la oración. She walks, ella camina. With the letter S, she walks. Ella conduce. She drives. Ella conduce, ¿qué? Su carro. Her car. She drives her car. Ella conduce su carro. And you're gonna go completing this information. Let's advance with the next page. And we have the traffic signs. Look at the signs, match the signs to their meanings. Write the meaning under each sign. For example, we have don't, turn left, stop, two-way traffic, drive on the right, drive slowly, Children often cross the street here. Drive slowly. Wait for other cars. Right lane ends ahead. Stay to the left. Be ready to stop for trains. Don't drive here. Drive slowly. People often cross the street here. So go checking one by one of your answers related with them. So what's the number one is stop. What's the number two? You're gonna check. Two-way traffic, drive on the right. Number three, don't turn left. Don't turn left. The next one. What do we have over here? What is the number one? In this case, on the second line, we have right lane ends ahead. Stay to the left. Right lane ends ahead. Stay to the left. The next one for you is drive slowly. Yes, right. Drive slowly. Wait for other cars. Is the second one. And the third one, drive slowly. Children often cross the street here. Children often cross the street here. That is the next one. So, in the last part, what do we have? Be ready to stop for trains. The number 7. Don't drive here. Don't drive here. Drive slowly. People often cross the street here. Drive slowly. People often cross the street here. Okay, listen to the conversation. Which signs are the people talking about? Check the correct signs above. De acuerdo a lo que ellos estén hablando, ustedes lo van a ir chequeando en esos cuadritos. Van a ir poniendo un check mark.
Page 192. Practice. Conversation 1.
Don't turn left here.
Oh, thanks. I'll turn at the next street.
Conversation 2.
Don't turn left here.
Be careful. There's a school near here.
You're right. I'll drive slowly. A lot of kids cross here.
It's this one, right?
Conversation 3.
Be careful. There's a railroad crossing.
I know. Do you see a train?
Not right now, but be careful anyway.
So you needed to check the number 7, number 6, and the number 3. Yeah, with a check mark. This is the check mark. The conversation we're talking about don't turn left. What else? Drive slowly. Children often cross the street here. And the next one is, what is the next one? The number 7. Because be ready to stop for trains. They are all. In pairs or in couples, student A, look at the buses on the left. Student B, look at the buses on the right. On the left, on the right. Left, right. Read the bus signs and schedules. What do you need to do? Write the missing numbers on the buses. Which bus goes to Pine Street? The number 51. Pine Street is the bus number 51. So you're gonna go saying, or you're gonna go using this question for the others. For example, which bus goes to Pine Street? Pine Street. Or which bus goes to Green Street? Or which bus goes to Elm Street? For example, which bus goes to Pine Street? Is student B says 51. Student B asks, which bus goes to Elm Street? Entonces le responde el estudiante A. The number 64. Look at the bus schedules, listen and fill in the missing times. For example, Greenville bus schedules. Look at the schedules again, answer the questions. What time does bus 36 leave 16th Avenue? ¿A qué horas sale de la 16ª Avenida? A las 8:24. 8:24. 8:24. What time does bus 47, miren el bus 47, leave 39th Avenue? 39th Avenue? 8:14. 8:14. What time does bus 51 leave Straight Street? Bus 51? It leaves straight streets at 8:22. 8:22. Lesson number 5. Ask about bus routes and costs. Listening and speaking. Before you listen, look at the pictures, listen to your teacher, and repeat. For example, when you enter to the bus, you say, I get on. I get on. Get on. This is the verb. Pay the fare when you are paying by cash. Get off is when you are leaving the bus. I get off the bus. That is one example. Look at the picture. Tara and Matt are going to the concert. Why are they talking to the police officer? Listen to the conversation. Was your guess in exercise A correct? Listen again, read the sentences. Circle true or false and make the false sentences true. For example, they need the number 5 bus is incorrect. Only this is 4 bus. 4 bus is false. Let's listen to the audio number 10.
Page 194. Listen. Exercise B.
Excuse me, how do you get to Adams College?
Take the number 4 bus and get off at 2nd Street. It's not far from there.
Thanks. Oh, and how much does the bus cost?
$2, but you need exact change.
Okay, they get on at 2nd Street. It's true, right? 2nd Street. The fare is how many or how much? The fare is $2. It's true. It is okay to give the driver a $5 bill? No, it's false. You have to give the exact money. For this case, you have to give the $2 exactly. Listen to the conversation part. Tara and Matt are getting off the bus. Answer the questions. Audio number 11.
Page 194. Listen. Exercise C.
Second Street.
Okay, Here we are at 2nd Street. Now what?
There's a woman. Let's ask her.
Excuse me, we want to go to Adams College. How do we get there?
It's easy. Study, study, study.
Okay, what's the number 1? Matt asked the woman for directions. Let it be 4 directions. Okay, number 2, the woman gives, doesn't give, and gets directions to Adam College. The woman doesn't give directions to Adam College because the woman says study, study, study. Yeah, study, study, study. For the reason she doesn't give the directions to Adams College. She doesn't say 2nd Street, 3rd Street, 4th Street, 4th Avenue. She doesn't say that. Let's continue with the next part. Listen, then listen and repeat. How do you get to Adams College? Okay, pronunciation watch. Words like do, da, to, and at are usually on stress. What is on stress? The syllable that doesn't sound stronger. That doesn't sound stronger. This sounds lower or weaker. Suena más suave o menos fuerte. For that reason, here we have how. How do you get to Adams College? How do you get to Adams College? Take the bus and get off at 2nd Street. Take the bus and get off at 2nd Street. This sounds lower and this sounds stronger. Listen and read the conversation, then listen and repeat. Tara, for this case, excuse me. How do you get to Adams College? Take the number 4 bus and get off at 2nd Street. It's not far from there, in this case. It's not far from there. Thanks. Oh, and how much does the bus cost? $2. But you need exact change. But you need exact change. What does it mean, exact change? For example, if the payment costs $2, you have to pay with $2, not $5, not $10. Only $2. Practice the conversation, then make new conversations, use the pictures. For example, we have Pine Hill Park, Greens, the main post office. And what's the number for the Pine Hill Park? Is 15. For the Greens, 16. And for the main post office is number 8. Excuse me, how do you get to Pine Hill Park? Take the what? The 15 bus and get off at the 2nd Street. It's not far from there. Thanks. Oh, how much does the bus cost? How much? $1. $1. But you need exact change. You need exact change. Or for example, if you say, excuse me, how do you get to Greens? Take the 16 bus and get off at the 2nd Street. It's not far from there. Thanks. Oh, and how much does the bus cost? How much? $2. $2. but you need exact change. Lesson number 6, ask about places in the community. And what do you need to do? For example, simple present questions with how much, and where. Let's go repeating. How much, and where. How much is when you're asking for the money. How, for example, by bus, by taxi, by motorcycle. How much? I'm repeating you. By the money. Where is that located? At the park, at the church, at the supermarket, etc. That is the place. Where? Remember, for questions in the present simple, you're gonna use those with he, she, and its. Acuérdense que utilizamos el auxiliar dos cuando estamos hablando de él, de ella o de esto. How do you get to Adams College? Take the number 4 bus. How much does it cost? $2. Where do you get off? ¿Dónde usted se va a bajar? Second Street, en la segunda calle. How much does it cost? $2, yeah? Maria is going shopping. Put the pictures in the correct order. What's the correct order? What is the first one? Go check it this. The number 1 is this one, right? She's looking for the Bob's supermarket. For the reason she has a piece of paper on her hand and she has the direction. Now she got to the supermarket and she enters to the supermarket to buy food, to buy vegetable, to buy different fruits, etc. And what else? She's leaving the supermarket and now she's waiting for the bus. Unscramble the words to ask questions about Maria. Use capital letters and question marks. For example, according to the question marks, we say does. We have does, we have Maria, we have shop for food, and we have where. What is the first one? The first one is the WH question. En este caso, ¿qué es lo que va a ir primero? Siempre va a ir la WH question. Where? Where does Maria shop for food? Siempre va a ir la palabra de pregunta. ¿Cuál es la palabra de pregunta en este caso? Where. ¿Dónde? Then we have the auxiliary does, porque estamos hablando de ella. Then the subject pronoun, el pronombre sujeto. En este caso, si utilizamos pronombre sujeto, we're gonna say she. En vez de decir María, diríamos she. O utilizamos el sustantivo, que en ese caso es María, ¿verdad? And the last part, el verbo y el complemento. Shop for food. Where does Maria shop for food? The next one is, how does she get there? How does she get there? How is using the capital letter at the beginning. H in capital letter. La letra H mayúscula. And at the end we have the question mark. Signo de interrogación. How much does the milk cost? Es lo mismo que decir. How much does it cost? How does she get home? How does she get home? ¿Por qué no le agregamos ese al verbo? Porque en este caso es una pregunta y en el auxiliar ya llevamos esa tercera persona. Where does she wait for the bus? Where does she wait for the bus? Where does she wait for the bus? You're gonna go completing them. As they answer according to the exercise, for example, you say, where does Maria shop for food? At Bob's supermarket. How does, listen to me, how does Maria get there? ¿Cómo María llegó ahí? ¿Cómo María llega ahí? How does Maria get there? By bus. ¿Ya? Practice. Pilar is new in town. She's asking a woman for directions. Complete the questions with how much, or where. Use the words in parentheses and add do or does. What does it mean add? When you are adding, in this case, is cuando estamos agregando. Añadir do or does to the WH question. How much, acuérdense que es cuando estamos hablando de cantidades incontables. How es cómo llegué ahí. Where, dónde. Pilar, excuse me. How do you get to Pine Hill Park? Take the number 4 train. Okay, we have another question. What is the question what is the WH question that you need to use? How much, or where? Where do you get the train? Where do you get the train? The train station is down the block. Do you see it? Pilar, how much does it cost? How much does it cost? Look at this. How much does it cost? $2. Okay, sorry. One more question. The next one is where do you get off for the park? Where do you get off for the park? Park Avenue. There's a big sign for the park. ¿En dónde me tengo que bajar? ¿En el parque? Park Avenue. There's a big sign. Hay una gran señal por el parque. You can't miss it. Usted no se puede perder. You can't miss it. Lesson 7, read about public libraries. Reading, before you read, match the sentences and the pictures. Write one sentence from the box under each picture. For example, Mr. Park goes to the library with his children every Saturday. Mr. Park goes to the library with his children every Saturday. What's the number 2? They choose books to borrow. This is the number 2, right? They choose books to borrow. Number 2, they are choosing. What is choose? If, for example, you are checking, oh, I like this book, I'm gonna take it. Oh, I like this or that book, I'm gonna take it. This is choose. Choose. And borrow is, they choose books. To borrow is, for example, when you are asking for someone else to have a book or to get a book to read, and you say, could you borrow that book to me, please? ¿Puedes prestarme ese libro? That is borrow, pedir prestado. So the next one is the number 3. They bring the books to the librarian at the front desk. Ellos traen los libros a la bibliotecaria en el escritorio, ¿verdad? En el escritorio que está al frente. The next one, or the number 4, is they give the librarian their library cards. This is the number 4. They give the librarian their library cards. The number 5 is, what's the number 5? Can you check? The number 5 is, The librarian scans the books. The librarian scans the book. And when we are talking in plural, it's books. And the number 6 is they give the librarian their library cards. That's the number 6. Listen the article and then complete it. What do you need to do after listening and reading the article? You're gonna read the article again, answer the questions, check with a check mark at the correct answers. For example, what can you borrow from the library? Books, DVDs, CDs, magazines, computers, radios. What can you do at the library? See a movie, listen to the children's stories, look up information online, find job information. Let's go checking them. Audio number 15.
Page 199. Read.
At the library. Do you go to your public library? What can you do there? You can borrow books and magazines or read newspapers. What other things can you do at the library? Most libraries have CDs and DVDs. Do you want to see a movie? Borrow it from the library. Do you like a song on the radio? Borrow the CD. Most libraries also have computers. You can look up information on the internet or check email. You can also do your homework. Many libraries have activities for children. Librarians read stories to young children. And there are often after-school programs or summer programs for older children. The library can help you find a job. Libraries often have information about jobs in the area. And some libraries have classes to help you get a job or start a small business. These are just some of the things you can do at the library. Go to your public library or check their website to find out more. What's the best thing about the library? Everything there is free.
Okay. After reading and following the reading for this case, story time at the Greenville Public Library. So what's the number 1? What can you borrow from the library? What can you tell me according to the article? Number 1 is CDs, for example, DVDs. What else? We have computers according to the reading. Yes? What can you do at the library? What can you do? What are the activities? For example, I can read a book. I can check up everything. I can follow different instructions from the magazines, etc. What can you do at the library? So we have the 4 options. For example, see a movie, listen to children's stories, look up information online, find job information, etc. Lesson number 8, talk about weekend plans, listening and speaking. Before you listen, look at the pictures. Do you go to events like this in your community? For example, we have grand opening, concert, baseball game, yard sale. One more time, grand opening, concert, baseball game, yard sale. Where do you get information about events in your community? For example, Do you look in the newspaper? Do you watch TV? Where do you find information in Azacualpa about whatever event? For example, you look at Asa TV, or you look for other networks, etc. So, do you go to events like this in your community? For example, grand opening, concerts, baseball games? No, right? Football. Yard sale? Sometimes. Okay, now we have the next audio. Look at the Greenville Weekend Community schedule. Listen to the radio show and complete the information. The Greenville Weekend Community schedule. What's the number one? Let's listen to this.
Pages 200 to 201. Listen. Exercises A and B.
Welcome back to Greenville News Radio. It's time for our Weekend Watch. What are your plans for this weekend? Are you looking for something to do? Well, here's what's happening in our community. Food Smart is having its grand opening on Saturday, October 8th. They're giving away samples at 3 o'clock. There'll be lots of food and drinks at this free event. Saturday night, Greenville's very own Zeebies are singing at the community college. The concert begins at 8 o'clock. Tickets are on sale now for $5. There's a baseball game Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. Greenville High is playing Lincoln High in Greenville Park, free with a student ID. And also on Sunday, there's a community yard sale at the community center, across from the fire station. People are selling old toys, furniture, and clothes. The sale is from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Get there early. It doesn't cost just to look. This is Simon Chen. Have a great weekend.
Okay, guys. What do we have for the next one? According to the next, we have over here, give me 1 second. We have the place in the concert is Greenville Community College, the day and the time. What's the day and what's the time? So the day is Saturday night. Saturday night. At what time? This is at 8 o'clock. About the baseball game, plays Greenville what? Greenville High in the day on Sunday afternoon. The time 1 p.m. Yard sale plays the community center across from the fire station. They are on Sundays. Yeah, Sunday. That is the same day, like this one. Sunday fire station. Did you complete it? Excellent. I hope that. Listen again to the audio. Which events are free? Check all the correct answers. For example, we have the grand opening, the concert, the baseball game, the yard sale. Go check in this according to the audio. I'm gonna play back.
People are selling old toys.
Pages 200 to 201. Listen. Exercises A and B.
Welcome back to Greenville News Radio. It's time for our Weekend Watch. What are your plans for this weekend? Are you looking for something to do? Well, here's what's happening in our community. Food Smart is having its grand opening on Saturday, October 8th. They're giving away samples at 3 o'clock. There'll be lots of food and drinks at this free event. Saturday night, Greenville's very own Zeebies are singing at the community college. The concert begins at 8 o'clock. Tickets are on sale now for $5. There's a baseball game Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. Greenville High is playing Lincoln High in Greenville Park, free with a student ID. And also on Sunday, there's a community yard sale at the community center, across from the fire station. People are selling old toys, furniture, and clothes. The sale is from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Get there early. It doesn't cost just to look. This is Simon Chen. Have a great weekend.
Okay, it says that doesn't cost. Go to look. Eso no cuesta, ve a ver. So, what does it mean this? Baseball game is free for students that have the ID. Para los que tienen el ID de estudiantes es permitido, es gratis. The baseball game. The grand opening is free. Esta es gratis. Is free. Entonces, we have the three options that are free to check out. Are these free events in your community? What are some examples? For example, there are free movies at the library. We have free events at the field. We have free events at the park. En el parque tenemos eventos gratis, etc. Conversation. Look at the picture. Sophia and Wyatt are classmates. Guess what are they talking about? Listen to the conversation. Was your guess in exercise A correct? So, what are they doing? They are talking, right? She's reading the newspaper and he's looking at her. Listen to the audio number 18.
Page 201. Conversation. Exercise B.
What are you doing this weekend?
I'm going to a concert.
Oh, where's the concert?
At the community college. Do you want to go?
Sounds great.
Okay, what's happening according to this, guys? What are you doing this weekend? I'm going to the concert. What are they talking about? They are talking about a concert. Ellos están hablando acerca de el concierto. A concert. I'm going to a concert. Aquí tenemos a concert. Oh, where's the concert? At the community college. Do you wanna go? En vez de decir, do you want to go? Do you want to go? Podemos decir también wanna, de una forma informal. Do you wanna? Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? Sounds great. Practice. Practice the conversation. They make new conversations. Use the events in the Greenville Weekend Community Schedule on page 200. You can look for that page and develop those exercises. Let's repeat it. Lesson 9, talk about future plans. Future, if for example, in 2025, 2026, 2030, Grammar, present continuous for future. So, what are you doing next weekend? How are you getting there? Who are you going with? What are you doing next weekend? I'm going to a concert. How are you getting there? I'm taking the bus. Who are you going with? My sister. She's meeting me there. So the present continuous, they are actions that are happening at the moment, and also you can use it to talk about the future plans, etc. For example, what am I doing tomorrow? I am going to Santa Bárbara. I am going to San Pedro Sula. They are future plans. Utilizamos el presente continuo cuando estamos hablando, en este caso, para futuros planes en que ustedes tengan planeado, que ustedes tengan estipulado hacer en estos días, en un año, en 2 años, etc. Practice. Miss Reed's students are talking about their activities. Read each sentence. Is the person talking about the present or the future? Check the correct box. ¿Están hablando del presente o del futuro? Present or future. Ernesto, I'm working next weekend. Estoy trabajando el siguiente fin de semana. Es futuro, ¿verdad? Next weekend. Future. May you. I'm doing my English homework now. Estoy haciendo mi tarea de inglés ahorita. Is present. Es presente. Acuérdense que el presente lo utilizamos cuando decimos now, right now, etc. Carlos, are you coming with us the movie tomorrow? Tomorrow, mañana. Is future. Future. Asefa, when are you visiting your grandparents? ¿Cuándo estás visitando a tus abuelos? Es una pregunta en presente o en futuro. This is in present, right? Present. Dora, I'm sorry, but I can't talk now. I'm cooking dinner. What's happening with this one? This one is in present tense. Esta es en tiempo presente, porque dice que no puede hablar ahorita debido a que ella está. I'm cooking dinner. Estoy haciendo cena. I'm cooking dinner. So, what's happening with the present continuous? ¿Qué sucede con el presente continuo? If you know the verb to be, you're gonna complete those. For example, we have over here. Si yo digo estoy haciendo tarea, ¿cómo digo el verbo hacer? Es do, ¿verdad? Yo estoy, I am. Acuérdense del verbo to be. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, you are in plural, they are, ellos están. That is the verb to be. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, you are, they are. So I am doing. El verbo hacer, doing, y le agregamos ing para hablar en presente y continuo. Estoy haciendo tareas. I'm doing homeworks. ¿En qué momento? Ahorita mismo. Right now. ¿Qué estoy haciendo con ustedes? Estoy explicándole, ¿verdad? O estoy hablando con ustedes. I'm explaining it to you all. ¿Qué estoy haciendo? Estoy explicándoles esto a todos ustedes. Explaining it. ¿Cuál es el verbo? El verbo solamente es explain. Y le agregamos ing, cuando estamos hablando en presente continuo. Pero si yo hablo de un plan futuro, si yo digo mañana voy a ir a Santa Bárbara, eso es future, futuro. Entonces, como digo, I am going to I am going to what? I am going to visit Santa Barbara tomorrow. Voy a visitar Santa Bárbara mañana, ¿verdad? Tomorrow. Ese es un ejemplo claro de future. Future. The next one. Otro ejemplo. Voy a trabajar el siguiente fin de semana. Podemos utilizar contracción. I'm going. I'm going to work next weekend. Voy a ir a trabajar o voy a trabajar en este caso el siguiente fin de semana. So, complete the conversation. Use the present continuous form of the verbs in parentheses. Okay, at the beginning, remember we have the WH questions. Cuando tenemos pregunta, primero va en este caso el WH questions. What, que significa qué, how, cómo, who, quién. ¿Quién? ¿Qué estás haciendo este fin de semana? Yo voy a ir al concierto, le dice. How are you getting there? ¿Cómo estás llegando hasta ahí? Tomando un bus. Who are you going with? ¿Con quién vas a ir? Con mi hermana. My sister. She's meeting me there. Nos estaremos reuniendo ahí. She's meeting me there. So, complete the conversation using them. For example, what are you doing tomorrow? ¿Qué estás haciendo mañana? What are you doing tomorrow? Entonces, ¿cómo decimos aquí? I'm, utilizando la contracción, en vez de decir I am, digo I'm meeting. Aquí tenemos el ejemplo. I'm meeting my friends at the mall. The next one. How are, el verbo to be are, you getting, look at this, getting. How are you getting there? I'm taking the bus. El verbo take, todo verbo que termina en E, le quitamos la letra E, you're gonna drop the letter E, and you're gonna add ing, le vamos a agregar ing. I'm taking the bus. Where is Sam? Estamos hablando de Sam, de él, ¿verdad? Where is Sam going this weekend? ¿Dónde está yendo Sam este fin de semana? He's going to Riverside for a concert. The next one. When your children, cuando digo sus hijos, tus hijos. When are your children, como es plural, estamos hablando en tercera persona plural de ellos. When are your children visiting you? They're coming for dinner next Sunday. Did you get it? So this is all about the lesson number 9 and about the unit number 10. You're gonna complete this review and then you're gonna check this video one more time and review the topics or the lessons that you need to improve it better. Thank you so much for your attention and let's see you in the next video. Bye-bye.